Hey guys, I'll take you through. This is my fourth time making the video. The flash keeps turning it off, so I'm starting with the flash on. We have the furnace here. It looks like it has seen some water. The rest that it's on is pretty saturated. I believe the water to be coming in through the windows at the front side that go under the front deck. Just know that it's back there. I'll take you around a little bit. As well as the storm door. I did see the son when I came in. He was pretty sure from what he knows it came in through the storm door and windows, but as you can see, it has caused a little bit of problems here. Total house needing replacing. Those aren't super expensive, but they are holding up beams that are also needing a little bit of attention. We've got like some cracks going across this one. This is not a main beam, but it's clearly here for a reason. I'm trying to figure out what that is, but we've got the main beam here, which is a combination of 2x6s and 1x6s. The 1x6 is 3 sandwiched inside of the 2x6s. I did manage to confirm that it is a continuous beam. The lumber's not like super awesome, but it's not really wet or anything. I'll get into my poking in a little bit, but we have water for the plumbing coming in question. The well coming in through the back of the house there. There's a little bit of potential drip happening there in that bucket, I'm not sure, but I think I'm super worried of it for what we're looking for. Another bucket catching stuff here. I don't know if that's leaky pipes or can't be from water coming in through the sides of the walls, but parging is a little moist, and we have some of the light kind of crystallization, I forget the name, begins with a V, I believe. Not vermiculite, something else. But everything else seems to be pretty dry given the type of structure. Coming across, we do have potential water coming in under the deck here. There's a crawl space. A little portion of cast iron or galvanized, which is starting to corrode a little bit. Looks like the flash has gone off, but I'm not going to put it on again. I looked under here and there was just kind of like a sort of insulated area under the deck with some, only not turning it on because it keeps turning my video off, areas where it had some vapor barrier insulation. Nothing looked overly wet in there, but without crawling right in, I couldn't really confirm. But I believe that to be still under the deck, which is above, or under the mudroom at least. So here's that storm door with a very gentle pooch. You can see where some water has done some stuff with the concrete, so it seems consistent with the idea that it's coming in through there. A little bit of moisture happening. I'm trying to find it. I haven't actually hit it yet. These beams are a little wet, nothing too crazy. I don't think I have my key sink like right in. Hi, pup. Yeah, seen water, but not like in terrible shape. Some of the joists are a little kind of not consistent all the way through, which isn't technically ideal for support. I believe that it's 18 on center. I'm gonna double check. It might be 16, but that seems a little wider than I'm used to seeing. Hi. And then I found a couple that everything was fine for the most part, except for the torn up beams, but I found one over here that was only 2 pieces of, not even, just like not a thick joist. It's like only 1 inch on those 2 boards. So just in those instances, that will have to be replaced. Under the insulation, I wasn't able to really get under because it's all strapped up there, but it is just like a tongue and groove underneath, and the areas I did kind of explore, like over in here, was there another video with the flash on? I didn't really feel anything wet. Sill plate in this area, I am sinking in a little bit, just kind of the corner of my square tip key. And then some more boards that weren't super consistent with doing exactly what they need to. Couldn't quite get into the sill plate over here. There's some spray foam that's been kind of put up. So I don't know if there was them trying to control like moisture coming in, or if it's just an actual insulated air gap situation they're dealing with. Another joist here that's not super awesome, but also not super wet. It's just probably wanting replacing naturally. So I guess in that case, it's not great. So got 1, 2, 3 joists over by the door. And they are continuous length, so a good length here. We're probably at like, I'm gonna measure out the spaces for you later. I'm not gonna guess. And then there was also like 3 or 4 over the other side. So we're probably sitting at a good amount that need replacing. Oh, I wish I could use my flash, but you can see this joist is just not fully continuous. I'll take photos of the problem areas. Above the windows are sill plates, moist, but not like super bad, other than being wet, which isn't ideal. It's possible water is coming in here. Like, I definitely believe the story. Moisture coming through there. Make sure I get everything. I got the joist, yes. And then sill plate I can pick up again. You can see the tongue and groove here. Not seeing much in this area that my key can get into, but definitely the beam or joist above the window here ×3 are probably. Actually, this one isn't terrible, but it has seen some moisture here. Sump area not ideal. I don't think that's doing its job properly. So it'll be a sump bucket and better pump probably. Joist here above the fan is, I'm getting in like a couple millimeters. Sill plate here has definitely seen some water, or water has gotten up somehow into it. But I wasn't really getting my key in there, so I'm feeling a little better about that. I just have to kind of take my word that the key's not sinking there. Getting a little bit of sink on this joist, but I did notice a bit of charring on it, so I don't know if there was like a fire at some point. I can't see anything here that would have done it. There's just like an extension cord here. And then above this light. And then it's only like a partial joist, so it looks like it doesn't, maybe it was just cut for the beam and goes on. The whole length is probably good to go. Again, I'm gonna measure so you can see what's going on. So I don't know how dry the joist or the sill plate needs to be. And then, not even continuous over here. This piece of wood is just about a foot on either side from the window opening. Closed off there otherwise. Some skinny ducts coming in. I think that's hopefully everything. We got plumbing in, we got the furnace question, sill plates for what I could see were just kind of damp, but not like in dire need. Window areas being the most wet, which is under the front deck. That's where everything on the floor has definitely seen water and is needing replacing. Furnace, taking apart that. And then unfortunately couldn't get in under the deck in that crawl space with a light because my flash keeps turning my camera off. Just a quick view of the electrical on here. So somewhat updated, but fuse box still covering some items. I'm trying to take photos of everything. All right, hopefully that was everything in video number 4 here.